In 3 days, the United States has shot down 3 unidentified objects flying in or near its airspace. It's just over a week after the U.S. downed a balloon that defense officials say was a Chinese surveillance device. The balloon had traveled over the continental United States for several days before being brought down in the Atlantic Ocean. U.S. officials are now scrambling to figure out what these objects are, but many details are still up in the air.
I'm not going to categorize them as balloons. We're calling them objects for a reason. Certainly the event off the South Carolina coast for the Chinese spy balloon, that was clearly a balloon. These are objects. I am not able to categorize how they stay aloft.
On Friday, February 10th, the U.S.'s Northern Command says it shot down an object off the coast of northern Alaska. It said it wasn't clear how the device was being powered or controlled. The next day, the U.S. military shot down another object in Canada's Yukon territory, about 160 kilometers from the U.S. border. Officials say this one was smaller than the others and was shaped like a cylinder. The Canadian government was quick to update the public.
Yesterday, NORAD confirmed that an unidentified object entered unlawfully Canadian airspace. It represented a reasonable threat to civilian aircraft, so I gave the order to take it down.
Then on Sunday, U.S. jets shot down a 4th object near Michigan. Details on these events are still scarce. But some analysts say that this could be a growing trend, with China sending multiple high-altitude devices close to U.S. territories to test the country's response.
Maybe that the Chinese are kind of probing U.S. defenses, kind of seeing what we'll notice, what we don't notice, what gets through, what doesn't get through. And then, so that's a possibility. They're just kind of seeing, testing out U.S. defenses.
Balloons are a fraction of the cost of other aircraft like fighter jets, and they can fly far higher than many planes, making them harder to detect. But some speculate that this is not just a way to test another country's defensive capabilities. It could be an attempt to put sustained pressure on the opposing military to respond. It's similar to what Taiwan's military faces from China on an almost daily basis.
Another possibility, I think, too, is that this is, kind of designed to be cost imposing, and that it's similar to kind of what the PLA has done with Taiwan, where they'll often fly aircraft kind of near into Taiwanese airspace to try to wear down their air force. So,
officials in the U.S. say it's the first time the military has shot down a foreign object over the continental United States. But as its military works to identify these items, the U.S. is also coming to terms with this new kind of threat, one that has already proven it can breach the country's borders. Lien and Jaime Ocon for TaiwanPlus.